This is Bucky, and welcome back to Bucky's Bites and Bits 2x2 Kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing a recipe that I found online. I made it the other day. Love it. And whoever came up with it is a genius. I can speak, I promise. I'm going to actually start this recipe and go right on through it. No breaks. I screw up. So, what they call this is cloud bread, and it intrigued me at the time because it is, not that I'm gluten-free or anything like that, but I do try to cut back on the breads that I have. I do diet, and I'm counting calories, and bread adds a lot of calories. So, say for instance, the lowest calorie bread that I come across, and it's good, was 40 calories a slice. Now if you're having a sandwich, you got 2 slices, 40 calories a slice. That adds 80 calories to your sandwich. Then when you add your meat and lettuce, tomato, and all that good stuff, it kind of adds up. So what I try to do is I try to find things that I can have and I can enjoy, but you keep the calorie count down low, which is what we try to do. So with this, you have 2 slices of cloud bread equal 45 calories. 2 pieces. So you could have a sandwich and that would be 45 calories for the bread part. And you'd be amazed at how this turns out because there is nary a bit of flour in this recipe. It's very simple. It requires 6 eggs. You've got, I'm doubling the recipe, by the way, because the first batch was lovely. So I'm doubling the recipe this time so I can do it up. And I've been eating hot dogs on them. So I'm going to try to actually make hot dog bun shaped ones. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying. 6 eggs separated. I have the egg yolks here and the egg whites are over there. We'll get to them in a minute. We have 6 tablespoons of cream cheese, which I've softened ahead of time. You have actually, if you can see it, 2 grams of sugar. A very small amount. You're probably looking at half a teaspoon maybe. And then we have got a half teaspoon of cream and tartar, which will go in the egg whites. And that is it. So for this, we're going to add the sugar to the egg yolks. And now we're going to take our cream cheese and we're going to put it in our egg yolks as well. And pardon me as I get you down here to where you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, good deal. Alright, so I've put the sugar into the egg yolks, and now I'm going to put the cream cheese into the egg yolks as well. Okay, just like so. Get rid of this. And use that wonderful spatula we call at the end of our arm calls our finger. That'll quick like a bunny. Okay, and then all we're going to do is we're going to whisk these things together until they're smooth. So we just whisk them together until they're lovely and smooth. And we'll mix. Okay. Done. That is it. We'll set that aside. Now, we have our egg whites. And to that, we're going to add the cream and tartar. Cream and tartar. Done. My one whisk mixer. And we're going to whip these egg whites until they're fluffy. And they're fluffy enough. Gonna get loud. Okay, I think I've gotten it good and stiff. Okay, good job. I'll set that aside. Okay, so we've got them good and stiff. See? All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to fold our egg yolk mixture into the egg whites. Really simple. We're going to pour this into here. All in there. And we're just going to gently fold it. By folding, you're just running the spoon around and turn it a quarter, and you're mixing it, but you're not mixing it too hardcore because you don't want the egg whites to break down too much. You want them to stay as fluffy as they can. But you want to get this mixed. So we'll get this a few more times here and I think we'll be good to go. Our oven is at 300 degrees. I preheated it already. I have my pans. I lined my pan. You don't have to line it with parchment. You can just put cooking spray on a pan and do it that way. I prefer the parchment. I like it. It just makes it not so cleaner, but I just like it that way better. Anyway, okay. So I think we're mixed pretty good. Okay, looks good. Okay, now all mixed together and ready to put on a pan. Now, a little trick that I learned. I am going to actually be doing some of these. Well, I'll do this way first. I'm going to be doing some of these in a bun shape, and I'm going to be doing some of them in a hot dog shape. Oop, that's going to get in your way for you to see what I'm doing. All right, so we'll move this a little bit. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do 10 of them in a bun shape. So we can just grab a spoon real quick. We're grabbing a spoon. I already actually, this is from the last pan that I made, so there's some here already, some spots. Then and you just kind of move it around till it makes kind of a bun shape. Voila. Done. And see if I can follow my guide here. And so they're roughly speaking all the same size as best you can. Now they don't got to be perfect. So I may speed this little part up a bit, because I know y'all get bored silly watching me do this. But like I said, you're thinking hamburger bun. You're wanting to be just right size for hamburger or whatever it is you're doing. Like today for lunch, I'm doing salmon burgers, and I'm going to try these puppies with my salmon burgers because I think they would be good that way. But I don't know. We will see. So surprise. Okay. We are almost. Okay, now the 10 here will make 5 top and bottoms. So, which is good. I think I had to squeeze another one on there on this pan the last time. Okay. Let's do it this way. Come on. Alright, and then we put that one extra one here because we need to have 10 altogether. That one goes a little off the pan, but that's okay. Okay, now those look good. I add a little bit more to certain ones. And I think maybe look a little on the thin side. So that's good. That's good. And that one needs a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. Okay, now what you do is you take these, you put them in the oven for roughly speaking half an hour, 40 minutes. Keep an eye on them. Check them at 20 minutes. The idea is that you want them golden, like a bun. Think, you know, any other bun that you buy at the store, you want them golden. Okay? And you go in the oven. Alright. Now, for this next part, I am going to show you my little trick now. Okay. I decided that for the hot dog buns, I wanted them shaped like hot dog buns. So we are going to, and the best way to fill a tube is to put it in a cup like this. Hold it down over the top, like that. Voila, ready to be filled. Okay, now what we're going to do is I haven't tried it this way before yet, so hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it won't be too, and just fall right out the tube on me, which is a distinct possibility, but we fingers crossed. Okay, we're gonna put that much in there for right now, and go from there. Kind of go from there. Okay, here's our pan, and we're gonna just kind of get ready to go. Like I said, it's the first time I've tried making them look like buns. Oh, okay. And it is. Okay, sorry about that. I ran out of memory on my little card in my camera. So, we kind of missed the part where I was piping the hot dog buns onto the pan. Which is okay because it was very loose, so I ended up having to do it with a spoon anyway. But, our first batch is out of the oven. Let me show you. Voila. These are hot dog buns. These are hamburger buns. Like I said, each piece would be top bottom buns. So of the 10, you'll have 5 top bottoms, which would be great. With these, you can eat them like they are now, but at this particular point in time, they're going to be a little more crumbly and crisp and things like that. And you really don't want that in a bun. So these are going to cool down completely. I mean, cool to the touch completely. And then I take them and you put them in a Ziploc bag and you keep them in the refrigerator overnight. Or, you know, keep them in the refrigerator. But wait till the next day. Keep in the refrigerator overnight. And when you get them out of the bag, I'll show you real quick. Because I still have some in the fridge. Anyway, I'll leave these sit there. Let me go get mine. My other batch. Okay. A Ziploc bag. And actually, I have a sample one in there that I tried when I first made them. So, let me show you. It is, they're kind of spongy, but not in a bad way. And, it's a weird because the texture is bread-like, and there's no bread in it. There's no flour in it, but it is weird. And unfortunately, the rest of the household is vegan. I really would love for them to try this, but with the egg in it, I could get vegan cream cheese, but there's just no replacement for the egg part of it. So, sadly, I have to eat all of these. But these are, like I said, I've been eating them with hot dogs on them. Primo with hot dogs on them. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Any reason that you would use bread normally, you can use this. Because they are just, they're delicious. They give you that bread feel. They give you that bread taste without the flour or the carbohydrates or the calories. So, yum. I'm going to actually show you. Hot dog buns are still cooking, but I want to show you those. And so, give me a few minutes, and as soon as they're out of the oven, I'll show you how those turned out. Okay. The hot dog bun part is out of the oven, and they're looking lovely. A little more browner around the edges than the hamburger buns, but they still do look quite nice. I'm quite pleased with them. But they turned out really, really nicely. So that, everybody, and they'll be going over to the rack to cool down too. That, everybody, is cloud bread. Amazing recipe that someone came up with. A brilliant soul came up with. It tastes good. If you're gluten-free, if you're trying to be no carbohydrates, or lower in calorie, any of those options, you want to give this a try because it's quick, it's fast, it's easy, delicious, all the good things that you want in a recipe. So definitely a keeper recipe. Thank you very much for joining us here in another episode of 2x2 Kitchen. You guys have a great day, and come on back next time. Subscribe down below, and look forward to seeing you again. Bye.